Thrilling tonight, and it is the Buccaneers that secure themselves a 2-1 victory away from home against the Red Devils of Egypt in Al Ahly. I am, of course, still joined in studio by Dr. Sixteen Vulavala as well as Itumele Nkune, but taking a look at 90 minutes of action, which was absolutely thrilling. The stats coming through in this encounter, very, very interesting, painting a picture of what we've seen. And when you look at the visitors in Orlando Pirates, 5 shots at goal, 2 of those on target. And those are the 2 goals that they scored. Whereas for the home side, we said they came out full on attack, 23 shots at goal, only 6 of those being on target. Dougie, we look at these stats.
Yeah, well, they look good on paper, Al Ahly. And Pirates absorb the pressure. And I kept on telling people like this team, the Orlando Pirates, slowly but surely, they're getting momentum, the experience, and it's going to be difficult to play against them because now and from where I'm seated, looking at the stats again, we're decorating Al Ahly as if it's the team in Africa. Where else? How they win games? We're tired of these fixes. They're forcing penalties. They want referees to go their way. They can't accept lose. If it's not a day, it's not a day. All of them, Bonk and North. I mean, even the national teams, it's annoying. I mean, we keep on saying Al Ahly boss as Africa. But by forcing the referee, fouls must be for them when they're chasing the game. If they were the ones who were winning, then how then do you say you are the best team in Africa? I mean, we need to be fair, whereby FIFA is saying fair play. Ahly tried 6 times after Paris scoring the second goal. They tried to over boxing every decision that was made. There was a good call by the second assistant, that goalie Ahly. He was coming from an offside position, gaining advantage, and they were questioning it. But then,
Dr. Kumalo is, for lack of a better word, and it's the word he's using himself here tonight, annoyed at the tactics that were employed by this Al Ahly team. We saw them, and as he mentions, and we'll show you some of those incidents that took place, especially in the second half, where you had players simulating in the box, trying to force a penalty, but then kudos must go to the officiating team for not having fallen for those tactics. But we would have liked to see then yellow cards being given to those players to deter that kind of behavior moving forward.
It's not the first time this is happening. I know even when I was still playing, it was the same. Playing in North Africa, it's never easy. Like, it's either when you come back, you would have considered a penalty, which wasn't a penalty, or a free kick that wasn't a free kick. And I'm happy that Pirates managed to take advantage. Out of the 2 chances they got, they buried. And that's all you need. When you play away, you don't need to be fancy. You don't need to be too nice. Just go out there, play your game, win. If you can't win, come back with a draw. But just don't lose.
And in seeing this Orlando Pirates team trying to play their game, we see that first good opportunity that they got in the first half of this encounter with Dion Hotter getting a chance. But we moved from the Orlando Pirates being the one that was trying to find the opening goal in this clash. And then in the 50th minute, we saw Al Ahly trying to almost continue where they left off in the first half.
Yeah, because the only way they could penetrate Orlando Pirates or beat Orlando Pirates is by coming with dirty tricks. And yes, they might have scored a goal whereby I said that Pirates need to be wary about the balls that are going to be played over the last line. And it's exactly how they scored. There they are, they're in possession, loss of possession. And Ahly, they just play it simple. They're going forward, and in order for them to create a goal-scoring opportunity. But then, you give credit to this stalwarts, the Orlando Pirates at the back. Yes, of course, the ball has been lost.
Coming from the
ball is lost in the middle, but the defense and how they cover each other, how they work as a team, that on its own, it shows Wuti, slowly but surely. Look who's defending.
Makaula.
It's a Makaula who comes from his position to be the last man to defend. And by doing so, I mean, it shows unity. It shows confidence. It's going to be easy, difficult to be playing against Orlando Pirates in this PSL.
And it is finally Captain Roma 2000 that finds the opening goal here for Orlando Pirates. A beautiful one here. Mbata with the assist.
Remember early on in the first half, first minute, Rile got an opportunity 1v1 with the goalkeeper, but he opted to share the ball and he couldn't find his player. But this is a big player with a big match temperament.
Yeah.
Like he had to come back from that missed opportunity to make sure that he converts. And he finds himself in the box. Look at those Code 14 tracks. But he managed to maneuver his way in, composure, and finish with the left foot. Great goal, Orlando Pirates.
It's a good goal for Orlando Pirates. And also you look at talent in Mbata. Bahle is better talent our fan, but Mbata in the first half was missing quite a bit. But here, able to pick yourself up and come in with that assist. And we go through this goal via talk now, Doc.
Look at when Mufokeng's run. He's dissecting two players, and the ball played by Mbata. That on its own, it tells you that the boy intellectually has grown. It's individual brilliancy, because he can see Mufokeng and he ran Mufokeng who avoid a offside with the bucket run, which the two defenders they collide and he gets a chance, he scores the goal. But had he not been there, he wouldn't have given Mbata an opportunity.
And this one here, we speak in the 56th minute here. Sipo Chain really making such a huge difference for this Orlando Pirates side here.
Wow.
Coming in with a brilliant save.
Sipo has improved a lot. I mean, when he was still playing for teams like Celtics, I never thought he would make it a Pirate. But he has proven me and a lot of people wrong. Like, he's been the pillar of strength for Orlando Pirates. He's been making those crucial saves, keeping them in the game. It's never easy playing away. It's never easy. But for him to go out there and outperform the Egyptian goalkeeper, El Shanawi. Yes, I know he wasn't playing, but the fact that Sipo Chain is there, he's showing his quality. And we just have to give credit to the rest of the team. I mean, they went there with a plan and they executed it well.
We look at how then Orlando Pirates are in the lead, but then they concede a goal, and it's from the man coming from the bench for Itumbule Ahly in Al Shahad.
Yeah, no, Sipo there was too deep. I think from that ball was in the opposition half. And when that ball was played, he should have known better that that ball is going to take a bounce, skid off, and he was going to get there. But he's doubting. And me, the goalkeeper coach Reina taught me that if you make up your mind to go, go. If you stay, stay. Now he was caught in between, and hence he couldn't make a save. But the substitutions from both teams, they made a huge difference.
So again, sorry to disturb. What I've picked up in all the ball lost in the middle, it causes problem for Pirates defense because they are not set. So they are disarray in terms of numbers. At the moment they lose the ball, the left-hand side is wide open. Both players are on the right-hand side. That means they were not set. So that's a coaching point for those who want to beat Orlando Pirates. Say,
in other words, he's wanting to say Kaizer Chiefs for the derby.
They've been doing this throughout the 90 minutes. Loss of possession in the middle. It guarantees you that the back is open. Because what happens if we're talking about the first phase, which is loss of possession? Already, if we are in the first phase, the second phase may regroup for anything happens before the first phase result. Loss or we keep. So if we lose possession, the second phase is necessary. But with them, they lose the first phase in the middle. Second phase, Abeko said, hence the goal.
They haven't
regrouped yet.
And
this is why I'm saying it's a coaching point.
So we'll see who uses it, whether it's Bakani or the others. But we saw again Sipo Chain being called to make yet another save in the 70th minute here, with Al Ahly looking to find the goal that puts them in the lead.
I'm happy to see that shot from the striker. He went across the goalkeeper and anything can happen. But Sipo was spot on by just I parry it just around the goalpost. It was a difficult shot, took a deflection, took a bounce, but he had his eyes all the way on the ball.
And after that, we saw Orlando Pirates coming back in the attack, trying to once again put themselves in the lead. And we spoke about the tactics that were being employed by Abadlali Abayo Al Ahly. And here in this particular instance, we saw Yasser getting a yellow card for the foul that he committed against Mofokeng. But Dogi, in an instance like this one, you just say to yourself, I have to take one for the team if you were in his position.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yes, this is not the one. Loss of position. This is the one. Yeah, you have to take one because also the ball carrier, you shouldn't have had 2-3 touches. Because look at the Orlando Pirates oncoming traffic on the right-hand side. He was free there. It's Marco. Don't allow yourself detach. Because, I mean, this is a goal-scoring opportunity. Don't try to be a baby whereby pull and stand. I mean, now you have a right to resist and then force that champagne pass. Because, I mean, in Europe, if you don't use your hands, then you're not a complete professional player. Those guys, what they're doing, they hold you, and if you go for the ball, whatever. But we allow it. But you also resist and then show aggressivity. Hey, I'm also a man here. Because Lapana, like we say, he took it for the team. But Marco should have done better. He should have had a big heart and then resisted. Or Faga pass. We should be talking a 3-1 goal.
Could have been a 3-1 goal. Yeah. We spoke about those incidents taking place throughout this game. In the 73rd minute, we saw Al Ahly trying to get a penalty in the 73rd against Orlando Pirates, but really nothing there. And kudos to the officials for not giving that penalty.
Yeah, no, the officials were spot on. I think they know the Al Ahly or the North African team's antics, that they want to by the referee, and the referees were spot on. They didn't allow that to happen.
And the referees didn't allow that to happen at all. And before we take a look at how Orlando Pirates finds the second goal, I want to touch on the substitutions made by Coach Jose Riveiro, because it is the players that come off the bench that make all the difference in finding that second goal. We've got a Shenko in Ukabelo Dlamini with those champagne passes that we saw starting to come through quite often in the second half. And then, of course, there's just that question between a Gilberto and a Mabasa, whose goal is this actually? But you do understand it happened so fast, so quickly. Everyone at the field probably didn't see that Mabasa Lili line.
Look, the way they've orchestrated this, it was a combinational play and a cross which is very well calculated by a Dlamini, who is on top of his game, for a Mabasa to head it. But this guy's no guys, but thanks go to Gilberto, made it a point which it's a goal. I like the Sabatemba.
Leave nothing to chance.
You can't leave it. You'll never know. I mean, look at that well-orchestrated cross, which is not even a difficult ball for Mabasa to redirect. And I think it went through. It went in before even Gilberto. But this is Funa, which I am show, which he goal. It will go right for him. But I like the way. Look at how Orlando Pirates they combine in opening up the alley. Now look at, they have 3 defenders in front of Mabasa, but look where the ball was played. A near post, which is a difficult position, probably it can also attest. Very difficult for a defender, a keeper to defend a near post. The only thing that you can do is to put bodies for the ball not to be played in there.
And we did see that combination coming through off the bench. It was a Kabelo Dlamini alongside a Tekofato Mabasa as well as Gilberto. Between the 3 of them, bringing together a beautiful goal that gave Orlando Pirates the lead in this encounter and keeps them at the top of Group C, being now the seeded team on that side. Let's now hear from Umqeqeshi Mabakania or Coach Jose Riveiro.
Coach, congratulations. Welcome to join us on PN Sports. What's your comment about the match first?
It was a good game. I think both teams looking for a good result from the first minute. I think the first half was very equal with moments for Pirates, moments for Al Ahly, goal chances, good actions. And the second half, obviously, especially after we got the lead, and even before, it's not a good result for them to be leading the group. So where they were throwing everything they have, we managed to defend, to do a good job in our low block defense with a little bit of luck also, that it's also important in this type of games. But I think overall a good performance of both teams. I really appreciate the effort of my players tonight, playing here in Cairo against a team like Ahly, and show the level of resilience that they show tonight is something that is a very good news for us for the future.
I think is the big message for the other teams in the next stage to say Orlando is a strong team and is coming to go forward to the final.
No, it's a message for ourselves, for a young team, to say and to know and to understand that we have the capacity to compete in scenarios like this one. I'm not talking about the result, I'm talking about the capacity to compete, to perform, to stay on the game even in the difficult times. And that's the most important today. The result is important, of course. We are top of the group. We're so happy. But again, for me, the most important is the character and the personality that the players show tonight in a stadium like this one and against a team like Ahly.
Coach Jose Riveiro there, very proud of his team's performance. It was really a tough game for the Buccaneers, and you can see that in the stats that we showed earlier on. Just 2 shots that were on target for the Buccaneers, translating to the 2 goals they scored this evening against Al Ahly. We speak about a lot of young players in terms of this Orlando Pirates side. We've got Captain Mama 2000. We saw Siyabonga Ndlozi coming on a forward for the Orlando Pirates team, but going more into a defensive position here this afternoon. But for now, let's hear from Relevogile Mufokeng.
Orlando Pirates, Mufo, congratulations. You scored the first goal.
So we always expect to win. Obviously, we always want to win. So yeah, I think we worked hard for the win, and yeah, they are a very good team. So they managed to play us a bit good. It was a very good game, but yeah, I just thank God that we managed to win.
How are you feeling after win Al Ahly here in Cairo?
I'm very happy. I'm very happy to win here in Cairo because they are a very challenging team here in Cairo. So I think we managed to get the 3 points and we are on top of the table. So yeah, we thank you very much.
There is Captain Oma 2000. He's just giving us his thoughts. I just want to get your quick thoughts, gentlemen, on Umqeqeshi speaking, just in terms of how well the team has done and being the seeded group in Group C, the seeded team rather in Group C.
I think coach we make it in such a way that it's a young team that he's actually building, and the interviewer of Begati. Is this a message for the teams that you're going to play or you're going to reach the final? And the coach is smart because he didn't want to put himself under pressure or the players either. But he insisted and he uti the resilience from the Pirates players are the one that made them to advance. But already they've advanced. But now it's more in terms of them being seeded. They won the group with these young players. They introduce young players slowly but surely. Did a fantastic job on the right hand side. Mufokeng keep on banging those goals. Then you have your Dlamini, who, when he's given an opportunity, he gives you what you want to see out of him. So Pirates, where I'm seated, I'm looking at a team that is playing big teams in AFCON. I mean, in Caf Champions League, and this is how most of their players are going to grow when it comes to taking the game to another level in the PSL. Because look at Sundowns. Sundowns slowly but surely, they kept on winning, then they got the star. And this is what the coach is referring to with a young team, but with a heart of resilience. Because this is a sign of our national team is going to grow.
And what the future of the Bafana Bafana is looking
because
like.
Because remember, we don't have any game for Bafana Bafana. And these boys that are at silently, uphakamise isandla uthi hey Hugo awubheke la.
And I'm sure Coach Hugo Bruce will be watching. And we just mentioned that youngster Ndlozi is from the Orlando Pirates DDC team, and this evening was his first official game for the senior team. So we've really seen Coach Jose Riveiro giving the youngsters a chance. Let's take a quick break now. When we come back, we start wrapping up tonight's action.